That thumbnail? Me pointing straight at you. Red Exodus arrows exploding across the map because right now, in January 2026, the brand new 2025 United Van Lines and U-Haul reports just dropped. And the results are brutal. Americans are fleeing certain states faster than ever. New Jersey locked in one outbound for the 8th straight year. California bled the most raw bodies again. And one cold state you'd never guess rocketed into the top 5. If you're living in any of these 10, staying another year could be the most expensive mistake of your life. We're counting them down right now. Backed by hard, fresh data, number 1 will piss a lot of people off. And at the end, I'm revealing the exact state smart money is running to instead. Let's go. Number 10, Pennsylvania, coming in at number 10 on our list of states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026. Pennsylvania. The Keystone State has been losing residents for years, but the brand new 2025 data shows the outflow is accelerating. North American Van Lines reported over 55% of all household moves out of Pennsylvania were outbound last year, and Allied Van Lines ranked it in the top 5 states people are leaving. What's driving it? Skyrocketing property taxes. Pennsylvania has one of the highest effective rates in the entire country, combined with stagnant wages and job losses in old industrial cities like Pittsburgh and the Rust Belt towns. Remote work changed everything. Middle-class families who grew up here are now realizing they can take their jobs anywhere. So they're cashing out equity from homes that are still holding decent value and moving to states with half the tax burden and growing opportunities. It's a slow, relentless squeeze that hits hardest on younger families and longtime residents who never thought they'd leave. Nobody's shouting about it, most just quietly list their house, pack the U-Haul, and go because admitting you're getting priced out of the state you love stings. If you're living in Pennsylvania right now, these numbers should be a serious wake-up call. The trend isn't slowing down. Number 9, Michigan, landing at number 9 in our countdown of states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026. Michigan. The Wolverine State, stunning Great Lakes, epic fall colors, proud automotive heartland, but the brand new 2025 data from Allied Van Lines shows it is now one of the top outbound states, with 58% of household moves heading out, ranking it a shocking number 2 nationally for people leaving. It's a perfect storm hitting hard. Brutal, endless winters with skyrocketing heating bills, lingering job losses in auto hubs like Detroit and Flint, worsened by recent tariffs causing major layoffs at Ford, GM, and Stellantis, rising property taxes eating into paychecks while home values in many areas stagnate or soften in a cooling market. Remote work handed families the keys to escape, so they're cashing out what equity they have, listing homes before prices dip more, and heading south or west for milder weather, growing jobs, lower taxes, and money that stretches farther. Many leave with heavy hearts. Michigan is iconic and resilient, but it is a calculated decision to protect their future from the slow, unforgiving squeeze that's making it tougher for everyday families to stay. If an iconic state like Michigan is losing this many residents, these trends should be a real wake-up call for anyone still there. Number 8, Massachusetts, coming in at number 8 on our list of states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026. Massachusetts. The Bay State, world-class universities, cutting-edge biotech in Boston, historic charm, top-tier healthcare, but the brand new 2025 United Van Lines report ranks it number 7 among high outbound states, with around 55% of household moves heading out, a trend holding strong into this year. It is a crushing combo. Some of the nation's highest housing prices, median homes pushing well over $600,000 even outside Boston, relentlessly rising property taxes, exorbitant cost of living devouring paychecks, and a job market great for elites but squeezing middle-class families hard. Imagine grinding brutal winters, paying rents or mortgages eating half your income, savings vanishing into taxes and utilities, while remote work suddenly offers bigger homes for half the price, milder weather, and less financial burden elsewhere. That's the breaking point. Proud Bay Staters quietly selling before overpriced areas soften further, packing kids and memories, heading to lower-cost states for freedom, space, and a less stressful future. Heartbreaking for many who love the innovation, seasons, culture, but a calculated move to protect quality of life before the squeeze tightens more. If a powerhouse like Massachusetts, with all its advantages, is losing this many residents at number 8, these trends should be a serious wake-up call for anyone still there. Number 7, Illinois, dropping to number 7 in our countdown of states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026. Illinois, the land of Lincoln, iconic Chicago skyline, deep dish pizza, lakefront vibes, passionate sports fans, but the brand new 2025 data from Allied Van Lines ranks it 1 outbound nationally with 58% of moves heading out. North American shows 56%. And even with some balanced reports, the raw volume of people leaving remains massive, hundreds of thousands gone in recent years as crushing property taxes second highest in America, a ballooning state debt crisis forcing hikes and cuts, stagnant job growth outside pockets, and exploding costs while home values lag are breaking the backs of middle-class families who have hung on to long. Picture loving the culture and heart of Illinois but watching your tax bill jump thousands yearly. Eating raises before you see them while remote work unlocks states with no income tax, booming economies, and homes twice as big for half the price. That's the breaking point. Illinoisans quietly listing properties before softening hits harder, loading U-Hauls, heading south or west without fanfare because admitting you're taxed out feels defeating. Many leave with tears. It's not hatred, but a calculated choice to stop the financial bleed, protect retirement, give kids better shots. If Illinois, with all its history and powerhouse appeal, is losing this many at number 7, these trends should be a serious wake-up call for anyone still there. Number 6, North Dakota, landing at number 6 in our countdown of states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026. North Dakota, the Peace Garden state, wide open prairies, rugged badlands, past energy booms, fierce independent spirit, but the brand new 2025 United Van Lines National Movers Study ranks it a shocking 4 among top outbound states nationwide, with significantly more moves heading out than in. A pattern sharpening into this year as extreme winters dropping to bone-chilling lows for months. An economy tied to volatile oil and agriculture leaving jobs unstable. Limited amenities making life feel isolated in many areas, and remote work freeing people to chase. Milder climates are pushing even lifelong residents toward the exit. Imagine enduring another polar vortex, pipes freezing, roads closed for days, heating bills exploding while opportunities outside energy remain scarce. Daily grind wearing harder, then realizing you can sell now, pocket equity, and relocate to gentler seasons, growing industries, vibrant communities, and costs that don't punish basic living. That's the quiet turning point. Families in Bismarck or Fargo listing under the radar, waving goodbye quietly, packing U-Hauls in the cold, vanishing southward or westward for expansive, opportunity-rich life over endurance. Plenty leave with mixed emotions, tight-knit communities, stunning summers, but it's a pragmatic choice to dodge boom-bust cycles and slow drain on finances, energy, opportunities. If a rugged, resource-rich state like North Dakota is losing residents this fast at number 6, these trends should be a serious wake-up call for anyone still there. Number 5, Colorado. Arriving at number 5 in our countdown of states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026, Colorado. The centennial state magnet for outdoor lovers, tech workers, dreamers chasing epic mountain views, craft beer vibes, unbeatable high-altitude lifestyle for decades, but the brand new 2025 United Van Lines study ranks it a shocking 5 highest outbound nationwide, with significantly more moves heading out than in a sharp turnaround from its long run as a top inbound destination. Imagine landing your dream Rocky Mountain spot, only to watch mortgage or rent devour half your income or more, taxes jumping thousands, equity growth stalling, remote work freeing you to chase affordability without losing quality of life elsewhere. That's the sobering wake-up. Coloradans quietly listing overpriced properties while values hold, loading families and pets into U-Hauls, disappearing to lower-cost states with open spaces, growing economies, burdens that don't crush the adventure. Tough heartbreak for many who fell in love with powder days, trails, vibrant cities, but a pragmatic escape to reclaim financial breathing room, protect nests, build futures without trade-offs. If Colorado, the former darling of American relocation, is losing residents this fast at number 5, these trends should be a serious wake-up call for anyone still there. Number 4, New York. Sliding into number 4 on our countdown of states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026, New York. The Empire State, bright lights of Broadway, unstoppable NYC energy, iconic Statue of Liberty, Central Park, global powerhouse of finance, fashion, media, art for generations, but the brand new 2025 United Van Lines study ranks it number 2 highest outbound nationwide with around 58% of moves heading out. A relentless trend spilling forcefully into this year as nation's steepest taxes, top income rates hitting 10.9%. crushing property taxes, off-the-charts cost of living. Manhattan rents still over $4,000, statewide homes averaging well above $500,000, lingering urban safety concerns, soul-crushing commutes, and a job market elite for some but unforgiving for middle-class families are eroding that magnetic allure. Imagine building your career in the city that never sleeps, raising kids amid world-class museums and diversity only to watch half your paycheck vanish into taxes or rent. Equity growth hampered, remote work unlocking states with no income tax, spacious homes for fractions, safer streets, room to breathe. That's the harsh reality. New Yorkers quietly hiring movers, selling or subletting before stall hits, packing decades of memories, slipping southward or westward without fanfare, admitting you're priced or stressed out of the greatest city feels like defeat. Painful for countless who cherish bagels, seasons, ambition in the air. Leaving brings profound regret but a rational decision to reclaim stability, family time, sustainable future before pressures compound. If legendary New York, with all its prestige and promise, is losing residents this fast at number 4, these trends should be a serious wake-up call for anyone still there. Number 3, California. Crashing into number 3 on our countdown of states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026. California, the Golden State. Endless beaches, Hollywood glamour, Silicon Valley innovation, perfect weather, unbeatable vibe that has inspired generations. But the brand new 2025 data tells a brutal story. United Van Lines ranks at 3 highest outbound with around 58% of moves heading out. North American calls it number 1 outbound for the second year with 60%. And U-Haul confirms dead last growth with the biggest raw volume of one-way movers fleeing, trends accelerating into early this year as insane housing prices. Imagine achieving the movie-perfect California life: surf mornings, hikes afternoons, networking nights only to watch savings evaporate into astronomical mortgage or rent. Taxes claiming huge bonus chunks, remote work freeing you to sell high, pocket massive gains, bolt to no income tax states with affordable dream homes, growing opportunities, space for family to thrive without stress. That's the heartbreaking yet empowering moment. Californians quietly hiring discreet movers or grabbing one-way U-Hauls, listing before corrections hit, saying subtle goodbyes, vanishing eastward or southward to rebuild wealth and peace. Gut-wrenching for so many who adore diversity, innovation. Unmatched beauty. Leaving feels like abandoning identity, but a sharp decision to escape slow wealth drain, protect futures, chase a reachable American dream. If iconic California, defining opportunity for decades, is losing this many at number 3, these trends should be a serious wake-up call for anyone still there. Number 2, New Jersey. Taking the number 2 spot in our countdown of states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026. New Jersey, the Garden State. Vibrant shore towns, easy access to New York City and Philadelphia, top-rated schools in many suburbs, gritty proud identity producing legends in music, sports, industry for decades. But the brand new 2025 United Van Lines study crowns it the nation's top outbound state by percentage for the 8th straight year with 62% of moves heading out. Imagine growing up on boardwalks, cheering Devils or Giants, building family in tight-knit neighborhoods with great schools only to watch property tax bills jump thousands yearly, eating raises or bonuses, while remote work frees you to sell overtaxed home at peak, pocket serious equity. Relocate to low or no income tax states with spacious affordable properties, shorter commutes, money staying in your pocket. That's the gut check moment. Proud Jersey families quietly contacting realtors, listing without fanfare, packing decades of shore memories and backyard barbecues, slipping southward or westward to rebuild wealth and reclaim financial peace. Devastating for so many who bleed Jersey pride. Love to diners, fall foliage drives, unbeatable location. Leaving feels like ripping out roots, but a cold, calculated escape to stop the hemorrhage, protect retirement, give kids shots without drowning in nation's highest tax burden. If New Jersey, with all its convenience, culture, and character, has dominated outbound for nearly a decade and sits at number 2, these trends should be a serious wake-up call for anyone still there. Number 1, New Jersey. And finally, claiming the dreaded number 1 spot as the state Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026, New Jersey. The Garden State. Iconic boardwalks, unbeatable proximity to New York and Philly, Top-notch schools in countless suburbs, diverse communities, unmistakable Jersey grit fueling legends from Bruce Springsteen to Frank Sinatra, yet the brand new 2025 United Van Lines study crowns it the undisputed king of outbound migration for the 8th consecutive year, with a staggering 60% of moves heading out of state. North American ranks at a close second to California. U-Haul shows massive one-way outflows, all trends holding firm, and early this year as the nation's highest property taxes. Imagine fighting for that classic Jersey life, summers down the shore, tailgates at MetLife, pizza, and bagels that ruin you for anywhere else, only to watch hard-earned money vanish into America's highest tax burden. Remote work offering a lifeline to sell at peak pocket equity. Bolt to zero-income tax states with sprawling affordable homes, smoother drives, real savings. That's the raw tipping point. Die-hard Jerseyans quietly calling realtors, listing on the down low, packing generations of backyard gatherings, diner runs, shore memories, vanishing southward or westward in silence, admitting you're taxed or priced out of the state you love feels like surrender. Soul-crushing for legions who live and breathe Jersey pride, swear by the attitude, East Coast energy leaving rips at the heart, but a sharp survival move to halt the drain, safeguard retirement, secure futures where opportunity isn't buried under bills. If New Jersey, with its unmatched location and unbreakable spirit, rightfully earns this #1 crown again in 2026, it stands as the ultimate warning. Even the strongest roots can snap when the exodus becomes impossible to ignore. There it is, the top 10 states Americans are fleeing fastest in 2026, from Pennsylvania at number 10 to New Jersey holding number 1 for the 8th straight year. Places where brutal taxes, exploding costs, and softening values are pushing families to sell now and escape regret. If you're in one and feeling the squeeze, ask yourself, how much longer can you hold on? Good news, booming hidden gems with affordable homes, lower taxes, and real opportunity are pulling in massive moves. Full and boundless coming in my next video, so subscribe, turn on notifications, comment your state or move plans, like if this hit home, and share with anyone on the fence. Thanks for watching, stay ahead. See you next time.